Our next guest has been described as one of the most joyful people you will ever meet, and she says she can help you tap into happiness even during troubled times. Here with help, we welcome the author of Choose Bliss, life coach Moneeka Sawyer. Good to have you with us again, Moneeka. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm getting predictable.
Okay, so what is bliss? How do you define bliss?
Yeah, thank you for asking that. So bliss is a deep sense of joy and contentment and the confidence that you can handle anything emotionally that comes your way. So it's really about emotional mastery and emotional resilience.
Okay, but during this time, and it's a really challenging time for a lot of people. You've got
Absolutely.
COVID, you've got the economy, a lot of people out of job, you've got racial injustice going on. You've got, things are topsy-turvy right now. How do you maintain bliss during these times?
There are a lot of strategies on maintaining bliss, but here's the very first thing that I want to just communicate to everybody. Bliss is not a circumstantial thing. It's really an inside job, and I know how trite that sounds, but if you can really accept that bliss is going to come from the inside, it empowers you and makes you realize that you're not really at the mercy of all of these things. Now, certainly being blissful is easier in good times,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
But the point is that if you make it your own responsibility, you can control it no matter what, even when things are as bad as they feel right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So what are some of the tips, though, that you have to help people during these times?
Yeah. So the thing that's really important to remember right now is that you're under stress, most likely, right? And what happens when you're under stress is your brain becomes awash with cortisol and the stress hormones. So what you really want in order to stay blissful is to be able to reduce the stress factors so that you can be creative, flexible, problem solve, and deal with all of the stuff that's going on in your world. So some of the strategies are about controlling the things that you can control. Because right now, we feel like there's so much that we can't control,
There's
right?
so much we can't control, for sure.
That's right. So we want to control the things that we can control. So what can you control? Well, the very first thing you can control, and this is really easy, is your routine. So much of what's happening right now is people are working at home, they've got the kids at home, they're trying to get their work done, there's all this stuff that they're trying to do. And a lot of times they feel like they're flailing around, right? So instead, ground yourself, choose a routine that works for you. So get up at the same time every single day. Know how you're going to run that morning. Take a walk, do some exercise, right? Have some things in your morning routine that really ground you. And then you go to work, make sure that you've got boundaries around your work. So there's a space that you go to that you work. Have lunch at the same time, dinner at the same time. When you're spending time with the family, make sure you're focused on the family. Creating routine grounds us. It creates stability, and it's something that we can control. So instead of flailing around, which makes you feel like you're out of control,
right?
If you do this, you'll feel like you're much more in control, which will then lower your stress and help you to feel more blissful. So that's one.
I find myself taking deep breaths because I've just got to somehow get a hold of things in my head, and it helps to take a deep breath and breathe out.
That's exactly right. And that was going to be my next one, is really learning to breathe properly. Now, here's the thing. When we're in stress, we have shallow breaths. Like, just kind of take a look at how you breathe. Normally, we breathe into our chest, right? But when you're feeling stressed out, it's really good to take several times a day, stop and take really deep breaths. I always say take a long, deep breath in through your nose and feel that breath tickle the back of your belly button. Right? So it goes all the way down, and then let it out of your mouth. And at least do 3 of those at a time, several times a day. Now, here's the thing. Most people are going to notice an instantaneous where they feel more relaxed, right? Some people are feeling so much stress that it's going to take some time.
Right.
Don't give up on it, right? Keep doing the breathing practices because it has been proven clinically that improves our ability to stay aware, conscious, and to relax.
You're always so cheerful. Can it be irritating to your family members?
Absolutely. It's irritating to a lot of people, but I will tell you this, I'm not going to be upset because other people want me to be upset.
Yeah. What has been, let me ask you this, during these COVID times, is what I'm going to say to cover all of what's going on right now, what has been the most challenging for you?
It's been being alone a lot. I get, I'm a people person, as you can probably tell.
Clearly, you're a people person.
And so being alone and not having that human connection has been really, really difficult for me. And the other thing is, because it's so important to me to stay blissful, it's been a challenge to me to connect with people because it is irritating for them, right?
Yeah.
And the thing that I want to say to people is, you are more important than what anybody else thinks. So it's okay to feel good. It's okay to have a good day, right?
Right.
Allow yourself to have those things. And in those moments, I can't really connect with people sometimes. Some people I can. But so that can actually be an interesting challenge. Like, who'd have thought, right?
Right. And I'm guessing you're a big hugger, too, and you probably miss that a lot.
Absolutely. That human connection and those hugs. I miss all of that. I do have a dog at home, though, so he's getting a lot of snuggling. Yes, thank goodness for that.
I totally hear you on that. We want to tell our viewers the book again is called Choose Bliss. Moneeka Sawyer, thank you so much. It was fun talking with you.
You too. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.